Hi, I'm Joe Noga from cleveland.com, and I'm here with Coach Sean Williams from Bedford. We're at the home of the Bearcats. We're going to hop in the car, and you're going to come along for a ride with us. How did you get into special education? Why special education?
When I was playing with the Big 33 football game in high school, you get a buddy. And you have a buddy for a whole week, and it's a special needs child, and they kind of study about you, learn about you all week. For me, it was just a moment in my life where it was like, wow, you know, you kind of see how blessed you are to be able to play the game, but then you see that there are other kids and people out here that are not as blessed, but they're still happy. They're still enjoying life. I met Hanford Dixon at a pep rally at Bedford High School. And he said, and I told him, I said, yeah, I'm looking at this college. He was like, yeah, make sure you stay up on your grades. Boom, changed my whole life. In that one sentence, I came home and told my mom, guess what? I met Hanford Dixon at Bedford High School at the pep rally. Guess what he told me? All I got to do is focus on school and everything else will be all right. I'm sure she wanted to punch me in the face like, I've been telling you that for 13 years, bird brain. And now all of a sudden this man walks up out of the clear blue and says, hey, you ought to focus on your education. And you take the words like, yes, that's it. I'm going to do it now.
Take me back to Bedford 1993.
What the big difference is, we got an $8 million stadium now. And we had a basic, regular high school stadium then. We played on grass. We didn't know what AstroTurf was. We didn't have a multi-million-dollar locker room. We didn't have a state-of-the-art training facility with a trainer. And we had what most high schools have. Now these kids have all the amenities. They have everything. I mean, they have everything that you can dream of as a high school player. There's no pressure. The only pressure is for me is because this is my community. This is where I live. This is where I go to the grocery store. I can't get in my car and go away and kind of leave work. I'm at work all the time, which I enjoy. It's really a dream come true to be coaching, head coach in your community, and to be affecting it in such a positive way.
Just how satisfying is it for you to see the program advance the way it has?
I mean, it is a blessing every day, because not only is the program advancing, but our community is advancing. And that's the biggest thing. When you see people come back to Bedford High School games, you see people talking about Bedford High School football, to see Bedford High School in the Plain Dealer or online. We used to have 5 or 6 kids leave the school district every year in 7th grade and go to Benedictine and some of these other private schools. We don't have any leave now. As I tell the kids, this is a runway right here. Planes are going to come down, they're going to pick you up, they're going to take you off to college, you're going to change your life, and that's what this is. You stay right here, play in front of the people that you grew up with the people you grew up with, and when you leave here, that's when it'll change. And just turn on this street right here, this is where football began in Oakwood Village. That's where we grew up playing, in the street. When a car came, you called motion. We played every day, Monday through Sunday.
How many guys you get together on a...
Oh, man, it was street football, so there was no limit. You just play one-on-one. I mean, we did it day in and day out. It was non-stop action. This pole right here, you're in the end zone right now. This pole was a touchdown. We played pole to pole, to that pole right there. We played basketball around the corner at another friend of ours, Ricky Davis's house. We played at his house. He had the low basketball hoop so we could dunk on him. We all thought we were Michael Jordan. But the players that I valued the most growing up was guys that I could touch every Friday, go to the games and see. Was John Moore. He lived right up the street from me. He played wide receiver. He went to Grambling. He was the first person I ever knew that went to college. And like us, I would go outside and wait for the bus to come so I could see them bring their pads home, because to me, just to touch the shoulder pads, like, oh, wow, can I put your helmet on? And
who's the best high school football player you've seen play?
The best high school player I watched in a football game to me was a kid by the name of Eric Hunt. He had a game where he rushed for, oh my God, I don't know how many yards he rushed for, but I don't even think Shantez broke his record, but he was like a man-child. You got to compete. That's the way it is in life. You don't get a reward just for being around. No more of that, man. Like I tell our kids, man, we work for everything we get. We're fighting for Bedford High School. We are here fighting for our community. We fighting for everything here. And that's the honest to God truth.
Anything you take away from different coaches and apply to your team or your situation? Who are some of those coaches?
I played for a short time for Gunther Cunningham. I love that man. Loved him. He got the best out of me, whether every day. I mean, you have to know how to motivate your guys. He motivated me like no other person. As one of the coaches that I have with me right now that I take the most from is Coach Everett Hurd. I mean, the reason I went to college partly was because of him and my grandfather. I had never met a man that went to college and came back and told me how fun college was. Everyone always portrayed college to me as, oh, it's so hard, and oh, it's so hard, you're not going to make it, it's so hard, it's so hard, it's so hard. You know, so he presented college as something that, yeah, it's difficult, it's hard, but hey, football is hard, track is hard, losing. When he said that, losing in life is hard, bing, that was, oh, that got it right there.
You won a state championship
Yes.
ring track team.
Track and field.
What was your events for track?
100-meter dash, 200-meter dash. We won the state championship in the 4x1 relay, and we placed second in the 4x4, 1993.
That's a full day right there in the finals.
Yeah. And right now, that's the only state championship that has been won by a team. We have a wrestler that's Mike Arbach, who's a state championship, and we have some other state championships and some other things, but that was our only team championship, and that, to me, changed everything here at Bedford High School. And after we won that championship, that's when we went 9-1 our senior year. And this team last year broke our 9-1 record and went 10-2.
The home of the Bearcats right here, Bearcat Stadium, is where you're going to hang that next banner, the next team championship for the Bedford school system.
Yes, sir.
Coach, it was a pleasure.
I appreciate
it. Much success the rest of the season. Look for more Riding in Cars with Coaches. This is Sean Williams from Bedford. I'm Joe Noga, and we'll see you next time.
Joe's a good driver.